Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another Marvel comic review, and with this comic review I'm reviewing Moon Knight issue 9, and I must admit this was quite an interesting issue. Though it missed some parts, it still received a pretty okay score, which you'll see towards the end. So starting off with first things first, the cover. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside of the story? Sure enough, it does, to which I gave the cover, you ready for it? An 8 out of 10. I'll now move into the internal art, which we'll get to see some of the things that are happening inside of the story. And I'll give its rating after I cover the beginning, middle and end. So here's some of the art around the beginning, and as we've got Moon Knight, who's turned up at a building, and of course it's given the impression that it might actually be a labyrinth. Is this real or inside his head? As we jump towards the middle of the story, we have Moon Knight, who is catching up with his counselor, Andrea, and not long after that, he is also going to visit the Sanctum Sanctorum, connecting us to Doctor Strange. Last but not least, I'll move towards the end. As we jump towards the end, as we can see, Moon Knight actually returns to the place that he ended up checking out, and it becomes his new place for the midnight mission. I must admit, I really enjoyed the internal art in this one, as it worked really well with the story as well as with the cover, to which I gave the internal art an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to jump towards the story and its rating. Moving into first things first, did we get any comic references to any of previous issues that might lead into this? No, but this feels like a bit of a one-shot story, a one-off story in this. And does it really ruin the rating? Not really. The next is time. We didn't get any indication of time, though it would have been nice to see it be included in the story, because he does like to work at midnight. Moving into the locations, we had this hotel to which he ended up going to, this particular floor. We of course had the Sanctum in, we also had New York, and last but not least, the new location for the Midnight Mission. The cast of characters consisting of Moon Knight, Terry, we also had talk of Zodiac, but only at the beginning. Last but not least, Dr. Andrea. For this story, I ended up giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.